Now I'm going to demonstrate how to remove the hand and mech assembly from the machine. First of all, you need to disconnect the looms towards the back of the control board. Okay. And then unhinge the looms from the cable ties and clamps. Remove 5 screws that hold the heatsink to the machine. Move the looms out of place and then open the heatsink. This gives access to the live wire and the neutral wire, which are connected to the hand and mech motor. Now remove 2 screws that on the left hand side of the machine that hold the hand and mech control panel to the machine. Then towards the back of the machine, disconnect your LCD loom, your consumer interface loom and your cut detect loom. Also disconnect the loom for the hand and mech assembly and remove the LCD loom from the clamps and also the consumer face interface loom from the side of the machine. Now untangle the hand and mech loom. Unscrew the 2 side retaining screws which hold the consumer interface panel to the machine. Disconnect the jet filter and remove the water feed pipe to the jet filter. Also do the same for the injector. And now disconnect the earth on the hand and mech motor. You can now remove the hand and mech assembly from the machine. Okay. Right, so first of all you have to remove the GUI interface, and you remove it by pressing down on this tab here and pushing back. You then remove the loom by pressing down on these lockers, which would then help remove the loom. Once you remove the GUI interface, you need to remove the handling mech from the control molding. To do so, you have to release it from this point here. This is done by squeezing these 2 together and then twisting a twisting movement to release from here. Also do the same on the other side. To separate the handling mech, the base mech from the top mech, you need to push back on these clips. There are 3, 1, 2, and 3. By pushing those back and separating, you're able to separate the 2. Be careful not to lose the roller on the injector. To reassemble the top mech to the base mech, first replace the roller on the injector. locate the roller and the injector on the barrel cam, and then line up the top mech to the base mech using the injector and the 3 posts. Be careful not to crush the switch, so press the switch into place, make sure it's lined up alongside the barrel cam, and then the rest of the handler mech should click together. Okay, now we have to replace the handling mech back onto the control molding. And the key point about this is to get a rolling action where you'll be lining up the base of the top mech into these 2 clips here. Once we've got it in place, then we have to get the spout of the base mech through this hole here. So if I line them both up together first of all, ensuring that I've got the top of the top mech located underneath, I spin them round to make sure the spout of the base mech comes through. You can see that pushing action there that I've just pushed it through. And then you have to reclip these parts on here, 1 and 2, and that's your handling mech back together again. Now you have to refit the GUI assembly onto the control molding by reinserting the ribbon cable into its housing and then squeezing down the lock. You should then thread your GUI loom through the control molding. And locate the control molding onto the base of the, locate the GUI onto the base of the control molding. Click back into place. Click back into place by pressing down on the transparent tab. To secure it. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to fit the new mech onto the control molding. The key points here is to make sure that the underside of the mech clips into these 2 retainers, and I'm going to use a rolling action to roll it into place. After I roll it into place, I'm going to have to make sure that the front lips of the handling mech molding protrudes through this section here of the control molding. So here we go. Align the clips at the top. Okay, I'm going to turn it around so you can see the front lips of the handling mech, and then I'm going to push that through. Make sure that it's gone through, and then click the 2 together. Once I've done that, then just need to reclip on these points here. So you just push down, clip it into place, and then, oh, fortunately the other side's gone in as well. Now we've attached the control molding to the handling mech. We're going to put the GUI back on. You feed the loom. Don't forget to feed the loom through this recess. If you fail to do so, then you'll end up crushing it. So I've fed it through there. You locate it, there's a couple of holes at the bottom where it locates into. Feed the loom through. And then clip it back into place at the top. There you have the unit ready to place back onto the machine.